Hello everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. This is the web development series, and in today's video we are going to learn something very important in the backend development, that is the CRUD operation. CRUD operations are used in almost every application that uses a database. For example, if you are building a notes app, Instagram, YouTube, e-commerce website, all of them use CRUD operation. So today we learn what is CRUD and how CRUD work in the database and how to perform CRUD using the MongoDB and Mongoose. And we will build a simple nodes API. So by the end of this video, you will clearly understand how backend application create, read, update, and delete data. Now, what is CRUD? CRUD is a set of 4 basic operations used in manage data in the database. CRUD stands for C for create, add the new data, R for read, U for update, D for delete. So create means adding a new data into the database, read means getting data from the database, update means changing existing data, and delete means removing data from the database. These 4 operations are used in almost every backend application. Now, a real life example is like imagine you are building using a notes application. When you write a new note, that is create. When you open the app and see your save note, that is the read. When you edit your note, that is update, and when you remove a note, that is delete. So this is exactly how CRUD works in the real application. Now CRUD with the MongoDB. In the MongoDB, we store data in the collections, right? And inside the collection, we have documents. For example, we can have a collection called the note, and inside that collection, we store documents like title and the content. Each note is stored as a document. This one is a single document, and inside this store as a document inside the notes collection. To work with the MongoDB in the Node.js, we usually use the Mongoose, and Mongoose is a library that help Node.js communicate with the MongoDB. Either it's a compass, a physical GUI in the laptop, in your system, or a server MongoDB Atlas. Now it is called an ODM. Now what is ODM? This is a object data modeling. In simple word, if I say Mongoose help us to create the schema, create the models, validate data, perform the CRUD operation easily. Without Mongoose, working with the MongoDB would be more complicated. Now, before starting the data, storing the data, we define a schema. In the last video, I already explain you what is schema and models work. And schema defines the structure of our data. For example, our notes schema can have a title, content, and this created at is given by the MongoDB by default. So this means every node stored in our database will follow this structure. Now let's move to the VS Code and create the project. So I already initialized the backend code, means this project CRUD operation, and by using the npm init-y, and also use the nodemon for the development and in the app.js. First, let's create this server, this app.js file. First, write express equal to require express. Now, const app is equal to express, and after that app.use express.json. Then start the server app.listen 3000, and it's take a callback arrow function, and inside this just console.log server running on port 3000. Now you will get the server running on port 3000. Now this is basically a normal Express.js server, and we use the express.json so we can get data from the front end also. Actually a middleware express.json. Now let's make a folder called the config. and inside this first write the db.js file, db.js, and here we have to first import the mongoose. Yes, and now use this mongoose to connect, mongoose.connect, and give the path of your, that is the MongoDB colon / 127.0 0.0.1 and colon 27017 slash nodes db. This is actually basic path, and if dot then means if it is means connected, then show a message console.log MongoDB connected. Else a catch for the error, and inside this write error, and here console.log error. Now let's run this, and also add this into the app.js file. Just write require, give the file path ./config db.js, and now I get the MongoDB connected successfully. So means our database is connected with our backend server. Now let's create the model. First make a model folder, models, and inside this make a file called the node.js file, and here first we have to import the mongoose equal to require mongoose, and then const node schema equal to new mongoose dot schema, and make a object of this title field, and second one is the content field, a string. Now first we have to also const nodes is equal to node is equal to mongoose, sorry, mongoose dot make a model, and here we have to give the node this as the data name, the collection name, and the node schema. Now we have to import this module dot export equal to this node. Now we can use it for the creating the data. Now we have a node model here. Now let's create a operations. For operation means creating means adding a new node into the database. Add a route, and let's open the app.js file, and here write app.post / nodes. This is for creating a route, and this is means we are getting from the postman, means from the front end. So this is a asynchronous function maybe, so we have to write the async function. It's take the two object request and response, and then inside this just write const not equal to await not dot create. So we have to first import from the with the file, and now node dot create this request dot body, and also response dot json is the node. So let's see our server is running or not. Yes, MongoDB is connected. Now first make a post request. So localhost 3000/nodes, and this is the first data node.js course. Learn the backend. Just press the send button, and I get the ID and version is the 0. Let's open the your MongoDB compass and refresh the databases. I get nodesDB. Inside this collection name, I get the nodes, and I get this node.js course and learn the backend. Let's write one more is the, let's say, JavaScript course and learn JavaScript. So press the send button. I get a response. So refresh the page. I get the JavaScript course and learn the JavaScript. Means I am my post request is finally working, and I am able to store the data into our database. So when we send a post request, a new node will be saved in the MongoDB. Now let's come to the read operation. Read means getting nodes from the database. Support that app.get /nodes. Here we have to again write the async operation, request, response, and inside this const nodes is equal to await node.find for getting the data, and in this we have to return response.json nodes. Now this will return all the nodes. Just open your Postman and perform the get operation. Just use the get URL localhost 3000/nodes. I get the all the means both the data node.js course and learn the JavaScript course. If I want to write one more thing like CSS and learn this styling, just press the send button. I get press the send button again. Here in the get I get the CSS course. Here means I am able to get the data from the database, and this is a possible due to the this find method. This is a built-in Mongoose find method to get the data. Now let's come to the update operation. Update means modifying the existing data. So for that app.put method is used for the updating the data, and for that nodes /:id, and here you have to write async request response and const node is equal to await, because all these operations are asynchronous operations, so we have to write the async await for this asynchronous operation. Node.find. In the MongoDB we have a method called the by id and update. So first we have to give the id here. Id come from the request.params.id, and then we have to give the request.body, and this one is a new is equal to true. Means first we get the id. What happened to this? Why it's giving the me? Okay. So first there is a method for the updating the data in the MongoDB in the Mongoose, find by id and update. For that we have to give the id first, then we have to give the data, then also give the new is equal to true, and response.json give the not. Now let's come to the put method, and here first I have to select the id. For that let me selecting this CSS styling id and just pass here, and here I'm giving the, let's say, tailwind course front end styling. Means instead of normal styling I am right here tailwind course. Just press the send button, What happened? Okay, just a bracket error, no, not a logical error. So I get tailwind course, front end styling. Let me refresh. I get the tailwind course and front end styling. And if you see, one more thing is the I write here new is true. If I remove this new true, then what happen? Just test it. Programming development is basically testing while learning. What happened to this? Okay, now again, I just remove the new is equal to true, and again make it CSS course and send button. What happened to this? Okay, MongoDB, yes. So I get the CSS course, front end styling, nothing special, but it's just for the making the new data. That's why. And last one is the delete method. Delete operation is like app dot delete, and inside this we have to give the path and then the ID by using the colon, and a sync operation that say request response, and here we have to write the await not dot find by ID and delete, and we have to give here only the ID request dot params dot ID, and in the response JSON just a message that says not deleted. Now just open this. I use the new request, and I just select this ID, this CSS course ID, and paste here. Press the send button. I get node is deleted. Just refresh it. I means now I get only two nodes here. So now we can delete the nodes in this. So now our nodes API has support the post method, get method, put and delete. Means create a node, get the node, and put means update the node and delete it. So these all are the full CRUD operation, and your final project structure should look like a basic main structure inside this config folder for the connection of the DVD.js file, then the models for the writing the schema, and the app.js file for the main server starting, and backend.json file. Simple and clean structure in this. Now why CRUD is important in this? CRUD is important because almost every application needs him, like user account, social media posts, products in the e-commerce, blog posts, notes application. If you understand CRUD well, you can build most backend system. And today we learn what CRUD operations are, how CRUD work in the databases, how MongoDB store data, and how to use the Mongoose, and how to build a nodes API with the full CRUD operation. Now you can create, read, update, and delete data from the MongoDB using the Node.js. And that is for today's video. If you like this video and learn something new, like it, subscribe to JDCodebase, comment if you have any doubt.